Welcome. I am Laura Moberg, Director of Spiritual Exploration here, offering you today a story for all ages, just to help you have a sense of how this Taoism that can feel so very ancient actually is relevant in our time and very, very important to somebody reasonably modern, C.G. Jung. This is a story he was fond of telling, the story called The Rainmaker. He even encouraged his earlier followers to repeat this story whenever they gave a talk on psychology, because it expressed to him the importance of being in harmony with one's deepest self. This story is about an old Taoist rainmaker, and this was told to him by his colleague, Richard Wilhelm, who was a Chinese scholar. He translated both the Tao Te Ching as well as the Yi Ching, to which Jung himself wrote a preface. He also introduced Jung to a treatise on Chinese Taoist alchemy. This was a text which had a major impact on Jung's work. So this helping to anchor it a little more in our times. Here is the story as Jung related it. There was a terrible drought in that part of China where Richard Wilhelm was living. After all the ways to bring rain that people knew had been tried, the Catholics made processions, the Protestants made prayers, the Chinese burned joss sticks and shot off guns to frighten away the demons of the drought, but with no result. So they decided to send for a Taoist rainmaker. Now this interested Wilhelm very much, and he was careful to be there when the rainmaker arrived. The man came in a covered cart, a small, wizened, old man who sniffed the air with evident distaste as he got out of the cart. He asked to be left alone in a small cottage outside the village. Even his meals were laid outside the door. Nothing was heard from him for 3 days. And then it not only rained, but there was also a big downfall of snow, which was unknown at that time of year. Very much impressed, Wilhelm sought out the rainmaker and asked him how he could make rain and even snow. The Taoist rainmaker replied, "I have not made the snow. I am not responsible for it." Wilhelm insisted that there was a terrible drought until he came. And then after 3 days, even quantities of snow. The old man answered, I can explain that. You see, I come from a place where the people are in order. They are in Tao. So the weather is also in order. But directly I got here, I saw the people were out of order, and they also infected me. So I remained alone until I once more was in Tao. And then, of course, it snowed.